Good boys, they say, go to heaven, but bad boys, they bring heaven to you. This is not to say that men are not on the lookout for women who are sure to spice it up in marriages or relationships. Indeed, it kind of looks like all the bad girls get to settle with the good guys. Today on Moans and Cuddles, we ask, why do men marry bad girls? If this topic doesn't keep you at the edge of your seat, I don't know what else will. I am Paulina Deda Opoku, and I'll be sitting in for your regular host, Akosia Kunedu. This is Moans and Cuddles here on Ghana Web TV. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Moans and Cuddles here on Ghana Web TV. As I stated earlier, today's conversation will keep you at the edge of your seat. To help us do justice to today's topic, I have here with me Cecilia. She is an actress, a TV presenter, and we also have Dalali. He is a trader. Dalali, so you are more into import and export?
Well, you know, buy and sell, do something.
Yeah, he's got all the money, so
yes, the ones we like.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
But I don't want to blow our cover right now. Yeah. So we just want to find out why men settle with women that we call bad girls. Bad girls in this sense, I'm talking about women who are adventurous, 360 women who are sure to spice it up. So like in the relationship or marriage, they are not boring. They are more of a trophy wife. They just know how to just spice the relationship. And it kind of looks like the church girls are not really winning. So we want to find out, do men marry such girls so they don't cheat? Or we just want to just hear from our panelists today and then delve more into the issue. Do men settle down with women who satisfy all their pleasures just so they don't cheat in marriages or relationship?
First of all, cheating in a relationship is a personal choice.
Okay.
So whether you have Miss Ghana, Miss World, Miss Universe,
Yeah.
you have, you have a Nicki Minaj, or you have a Cardi B, or you even have a Cardi B.
Yeah.
If you cheat, you'll cheat.
Right.
Okay.
But a man who goes in for a 360 woman, I call them bad, good girls. Bad on the outside, but still good and can, do everything. It's for some form of stability. At the end of the day, you have a bad girl, freak in the bed. You have a homely girl who take care of the home, prepare you all your great meals, and mix around well with your friends. Well read, quite knowledgeable about just about everything, so she can blend. She meets your friends, we're talking about this, she's there, that kind of thing. Such a woman too would not naturally like to have you all to herself. She'll let you have your fun, go out, she won't bother you, where are you, what time are you coming home? She knows definitely you're going to come home, because what she's doing is like a magnet. You see, what she does, what she brings to the table draws you home all the time. The kind of woman who, when you're at work, you're thinking, oh, okay, hey, I have to hurry up and come back home, or tonight there, it could be some gig. Or such a person will even give you, excerpts of what you're going to get when you come home. Definitely you'll be in a hurry to come home. But like I say, the cheating aspect there is a personal choice. It's not about the woman you have. It's not what she does or what she doesn't do. If you want to cheat, you cheat.
Okay. Sisi, so back to the same question. Do you think that men settle down with women who are sure to satisfy their pleasure so they don't look elsewhere?
I think yes. Yes, and I also think it's very important for a woman to be that bad, good girl, right? It's important because what is more alluring and what is more attractive than a confident woman? A woman who, when she enters the room, everybody's like,
Who's that?
yes, and that confidence is what drives men as well, you know, somebody that he can walk into a room with and everybody's, you know, looking at her, not even like in a sexual way or anything, but just kind of like, hey, Charlie.
There's something about her.
Yes, you know, an intelligent woman, a woman who's also well-read, she likes her Bible. We can do that. We can do that. And as we were saying before, it almost seems like we are being suppressed into thinking that we can't show these qualities because if you're a church girl, you can't come out as too sexually or too confident or too, you know, I don't know, all of these stereotypes that are going around, that are flying around. But I think it's very important for, you know, a woman to know herself sexually, know yourself personally, intelligence-wise, confidence-wise, know yourself. That way, when you go in, it's
Look at
easy.
you. On top of it, she has to be happy with herself too.
Happy
Yes.
with yourself.
Yes.
It's not like you are just looking good just to please someone.
No,
Internally,
yes.
to feel
When you
good
do
about
it, do it
yourself.
for you so that you know that, hey, me too.
Ladies, do it for you.
Yes.
But then that brings to another question. Does it really cost for a woman to be unique? Maybe in terms of how you look. Does it really cost? Do you have to pay a lot for personal branding? Do you have to attend classes just so you have this unique brand that separates you from all other women?
All women are unique. That's what we need to understand about ourselves. We are all unique. A guy will, you know, even when, if we say cheating, the guy comes in for something about you that his wife hasn't got because it's unique for you. He comes in for this because it's unique for her. So I think we are all unique. The personal branding, I mean, you were saying that women are taking classes now. And they're Drew, baby.
That's extreme.
You know,
A little extreme.
but I think, you know, if you want to take, it's very important to present well. Women, you know, I know that there's some women that all of a sudden you marry the man, you have a lavish wedding, you are looking snatched, everything is and then, you know, as soon as the first baby drops, we are now size
27.
Charlie. and it happens, and I'm not even saying, you know, and we're not doing any body shaming or anything like that. But the thing is, yes, it's happened. You've had a child, so the body is expanded, and yes, it's nature, but it's also nature to snap back. You know, and go back to your sexy and go back to what the guy liked. Because now sometimes you look at pictures, wedding pictures, and then pictures
Now
after
pictures.
is a totally different woman.
And you know, women who sometimes, due to lack of confidence, some would go for the grooming. But these days, I think the grooming self, you know, social media has taken over that grooming thing. I mean, there's a lot of things to see now to actually inform you about, okay, I need to make up this way now. I need to have this kind of hair. I mean, now, I don't know whether it's still there though, but now the trend is short hair. Not bad. There's a saying that women always say that go to heaven and come back and a man will still go wherever he has to go to. But still go to that heaven. Because at the end of the day, that heaven you have been to is going to make you comfortable within your own self. You can come out a happy person when you go to that heaven. But when you're still stuck up, you know, let's not even use just the church girls. You know, some are just culturally, how do you call it? They've been caged, culturally caged. So there's a norm that they have to, you know, take. Every woman has to be prim and proper. She doesn't have to do this. She has to walk like this. She has to talk like this. She doesn't have to behave like this. Even in the bedroom, she doesn't have to do this. She doesn't have to do that.
Okay.
You know.
So on the back of every woman, maybe sometimes in the bedroom they don't have to do this, they have to do that. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we move to the next level of this conversation. This is Moans and Cuddles here on Ghana Web TV.
powers and principalities.
There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
You're welcome back. Remember that Moans and Cuddles is rated 18 plus. Dalali, before we went on the break, you were making a submission, but I just want to chip this one in. Apart from good character and being a woman who keeps the home, what else do men look out for?
Yeah, definitely a man. You see, there are types of men too. There are types of men. Now, a man who is wild at heart himself would definitely want a woman who is wild at heart. You know, they are the kind of men who don't know the what's up kind of thing. They are looking for the prim and proper type, you know, the home carers.
Okay.
The very reserved type. So it depends on the kind of man. If I am a happy-go-lucky, wild at heart man, definitely I would want somebody to complement my lifestyle. You know, so definitely I'll go for a woman who is also wild at heart, someone who is well read, somebody who can do just about everything, the bad girl, good girl thing. You know, that way I know I have that stability. I have free mind to do whatever I want to do. I don't have to go overly impressing her. Okay, fine. Maybe once in a while I have to do something a little bit out of the, you know, normal. But you don't work too hard in the relationship.
I don't agree with this one. What do you mean you don't work too hard?
No, what I mean by you don't work too hard is you don't have to stress
Right.
to impress. Everything flows normally. There's an understanding because she's wild at heart, you are wild at heart. Both of you, when you merge, I mean, it's just beautiful.
But then some people think that being wild at heart, when you have two couples who are all over, it only works in a relationship. But then when it comes to marriage, at a point, people are like, okay, this is where we draw the line. You are married. There are some things that when you were single, you could have done. But then with that too, how do you draw the line?
I think that one, it's the age factor that brings that in. When you get to a certain age, you know, we have this cliche that this mind thing that when you get to a certain age, some things are for the children or for kids. So when we think that some things are for the kids, going out, holding hands, and, doing the lovey-dovey things that you used to do when you were dating, when you were courting, when you had your first few years in marriage. When you get to a certain age and you throw that and say that it's for the kids, I'm too old to, you know, pamper you and that kind of thing, that is where the problem comes.
All right. Sisi, back to the question. Do men really want women who are rough on the edges? Apart from what they say, oh, a woman, we want a woman who is of good character. Knows God, tastes God, personal.
Character. Mom, yes. I mean, I think they do want that, character, but they want the spice as well. This is why maybe at the time, I mean you shoot no man. Like, this is why maybe, I don't know if those women are still alive though, but I don't know, are you guys out there? But maybe this is why they are not winning. And the
ones that they call bad girls kind of seem like
they're
winning.
But I think a bad girl, I still, if my partner comes home and he's had a hard day, I'm still massaging his neck. How are you? And I'm stroking. Yes, and as much as they go on like they don't like it, they do. Marriage is difficult as it is. as Delali was saying, when you're going into it, all of a sudden, when you were dating, you were doing all of this fun stuff. We go to the cinema, we go here. Whenever he's going out with his boys, he's carrying you with him. And now, all of a sudden, when you get married, now it's like you reach level. What level is this? You know, now, oh, I
Everything
can't
becomes a
take you with
routine.
you. I can't take you out because now you are the wife. Eh? Okay. What do you mean by that? I can't go here with you because you need to stay home. This is where the problems also come up, because when you get to where you're getting, there's some chick there that she
Tell
too,
them.
she has.
We have arrived.
And she too, she's come to now rub your head, and your wife is sitting at home feeling begrudged. Because that's what it is. You know, it now starts to feel like, oh, hey, so now I'm a wife. Now I have to stay at home. Now he doesn't want to carry me to go with his boys to have chichinga or whatever it is. When you're feeling that way, it's hard for you to now be stroking his head when you comes home.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like,
It's true.
how are you? Oh, how was work?
You're just not happy.
It's not happy.
If you're lucky, you get the how are you, how was work.
If you're lucky. There are a lot of married men who are caught up in the whole cheating thing.
There's some men who, their wives are doing nothing, but they are focused on their marriage. Now, there are other men who, like you were saying, we got into the marriage, then everything went back to factory settings.
Yes.
The spice that the woman used to also bring it's no more there.
After election, no campaign.
Thank you. Then, you know, he feels he needs fresh blood. Sometimes the age factor too is part of it. Like I'll say, I'm married to a woman who is probably very close to my age. I'm 60, she's probably 58. You know, you look at the body, you know, the contours, the curves are all
women
gone.
to age fat stuff, so, you know.
You see, that outward beauty that she used to have will no more be there. You want the fresh blood, in the sense that probably in bed, she can't, you know, really move the way, you know, she has to move. Because energy-wise, she's lost it. She can't probably go as far as, even you, the old man stuff, you can't even go. But you see, there's this mentality that when they go in for the young ones, it brings a certain revitalization of their body. So the fresh blood, like you said earlier on, you know, fresh blood does good jobs, you know. So the small girl or the young 20, 25-year-old girl will do things that his 58-year-old wife cannot do anymore.
Okay, Sissy, based on Dalali's submission, should we say that sometimes in a relationship you might lose touch? So should you marry someone who is more of your friend?
Definitely.
Exactly. Your friend.
Yes. I think friendship is probably a key word or a key, you know, denominator in a relationship, that you have to be friends first. But in saying that, okay, I have two examples. My previous relationship, I would say we were probably best friends. But it brings on a thing where you become so much friends that now what he's doing, if he's unfaithful, he's still unfaithful because he regards you as a friend. Do you understand? So it's almost like you've crossed the lines of now you're a wife, but you're also a friend. And a friend can also be cheated on because we are paddies, you know? Almost like, I feel like sometimes Krampo, if he comes and the other girl has upset him, Krampo, he wants to even come and tell me about it. I'm telling you.
Yes.
So exactly. So this is the line that you know we are talking about, that we want to be friends, but in a way that is a supportive role rather than a role where we tell each other everything. Because in a marriage also, there are things that we shouldn't tell each other. Right? There's secrets that you should take to your grave.
One thing about marriage is that the person that you're married to becomes your companion. Person to keep you company, to take away that boredom, take away that loneliness. You get my point? That's what the companion is for. So you marry somebody who is your friend, not necessarily your best friend. You make that person your best friend after you marry the person. Because when you marry your best friend, like she was saying, it's some way. The person is your best friend. There's that friend zone thing. But you marry somebody who is your friend. You know, there are people who you have a friend. The person is not your best friend, but you are comfortable with that person. Marry such a person that you are comfortable with, not necessarily your best friend.
Right.
Our best friends are for, you know, the going about and, you know, having the fun and that kind of thing. But that one friend who listens to you all the time, you know, jabs in refreshing words here and there to, you know, boost your confidence and to lift you up. That is that kind of friend we are talking about that you can marry into marriage.
This thing about fresh blood, I thought.
What fresh blood can do.
What's fresh? But I feel like even in your marriage after 20 or whatever years, you can still be your fresh blood. Yeah. And it all starts, again, I'm going back to it, ladies. It all starts with your confidence. It starts with you. Workout. I am a workout freak. I've had 2 kids.
You don't
My
say.
oldest is 14.
Wow.
My youngest is 11. Okay. So it's very important to keep yourself in shape. Do not change just because, warranty. You know, it shouldn't be like that. You should always be renewed. And somebody once said this, I think it was one of those, you know, preaching when, renew yourself every time in your relationship because you won't stay the same. My first relationship, I met him when I was 17. So from 17 to now, we are not the same. We are totally different. I've grown, he's grown. So at each age, crampo, if you want to do age, at each age, renew yourself. Who are you now? What have you learned? What can you take on to the next stage? You know what I mean? And both of you grow with that. Keep it still going. If you had a big ass, make that ass shapely, girl. You know, if it's a big boobs, keep those boobs tight. You know, let's get the best
We are
bras.
not giving nobody space. Like,
Yeah,
That's
you know,
true.
don't allow space in your marriage because when you do that, you kind of allow that the head to now start going.
No, focus.
And
Focus,
A
baby.
woman can also do this. Encourage the man to take both y'all out of Accra, out of Ghana. I mean, take the fun out of the bedroom.
Delali, I'm
Out of
interested
the
in that
house.
part because there are some people who think everything revolves around the house. But then we'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk more about this.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the fact and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next. To be
Yeah, I
answered.
don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you denying funny face.
It's not my brother.
Today you denying funny face.
I don't know him.
You don't know funny face.
It's not my brother.
You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Huabin Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
Welcome back from that quick break. I am Paulina Deda Opoku, and helping me do the discussion today is Cecilia and Delali. So Sissy, let me just throw this one to you. As a woman, should you have a little demon inside you? Why is it
Yes,
necessary?
have more than 3 demons inside you.
Take it from Cecilia. You don't need a demon. 3 demons.
Please, this one, the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
That's your demon. Use it.
That is the demon.
Okay.
So yes, I think it's a very, very important to be able to just, as I said, switching and flipping it up is beautiful in a relationship and in a marriage. I find that if, you know, and I say this to guys all the time, yeah, if you are coming, like, spice it up. It shouldn't be a, you know, date night is very important.
Date night is very important.
Date night, I can't stress it enough. When you've had the kids and it's always about rah, 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 you know, they're always, and it's very easy to just slip into the kids and everything is about the kids. But it is so important to still reconnect with each other. Reconnect, you know, when you do your date nights, it doesn't have to be anything expensive or, you know, cinema.
Cinema kakra.
Cinema.
Vacation
Cinema.
kakra.
You know, more not joints.
Oh.
You know, it's exactly. It doesn't even have to. I love joints. To tell you the truth,
Joints are good.
joints are cool.
Yeah, wait, kakra, sipping on something.
Yes.
Let me tell you about all
You
the
get to
stress
see
I've been
people
through.
and you can even make fun of people. Just
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Seriously, Crawford.
You know, it's fun.
You know, all of those kind of things. And ladies, I know that the church thing is just fake. On a Sunday, munkodi fufu. Like, oh, it doesn't always have to be me church. Me 5. Me na my choir practice.
I know I could come because me busy.
You know, just once in a while, maybe, you know, every 2 weeks or something,
Sure.
put your husband first. Because, you know, it's not always that they too, they are involved in the whole church thing. They might be involved, grandpa, but they will come for the service and then go home. And then you are there now, they're doing choir practice, debe, whatever else that is all going on. Just maybe every 2 weeks, put him first. I think men are very, is it turned on? Or even just happy when you put them first.
Of course.
You know, if it's just, even if a meeting cramp that you have to go and have, but then you're like, oh, but baby,
I'll put it on her for you. I'll take this one for you. It's on me. Sacrifice, as is just little sacrifices.
And then also pay sometimes. Just sometimes.
Thank you.
Wife allowance. Girlfriend.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yes. It's true.
Sometimes, you know,
You see,
it's nice.
Just before the break, I think I was talking about taking the fun out of the home. Not necessarily just the bedroom, maybe. So it's like she said it all. Joint. Sit somewhere, sip on some drinks, chew on some sticks. Laugh at people's
Did you
self.
see that?
You know, a Friday night, the stress of Monday through to Friday now. Charlie, you know, it doesn't have to be somewhere far away. Just look for a joint in your area, safe. Take a walk to that joint. You don't have to even drive.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You see, women will say, oh, like I said, go heaven and back for a man, he'll still go out. Yes, but there's sometimes when you can actually become that shower in the bedroom for your man.
Just for you.
And then, just by virtue of becoming his shower in your bedroom, he will leave to work, leave to town, hang around with his boys, but will be edgy to come back home and get some good something.
What is she doing today? What is she going to surprise me
you see,
with?
that kind of thing.
Rough on the edges.
I think, you know, dressing up, I think is now coming in.
Dressing up,
Not
yes.
even,
but you see, the bedroom aspect too is
the
part of
ladies,
it.
Sissy is making a point.
Yeah,
like
put on the underwear. Yes, it's coming off, but do you know these nice ones that is coming now? Put one on.
You are preaching.
You know, I think
He comes
most of the
home,
times like, I
he's
can't. It's
bathing.
too dirty.
As soon as he comes out of the bathroom, there you are. Heavens all opened
Shall I hit
up.
him with some oral in the bathroom?
Ouch.
And smell goes too. Like smelling goes too with all
see,
the
all
scents
that.
and all that.
Yes.
It really turns.
It spices things up. It's all about a spark. Once the spark is dead, trust me,
Yeah.
Everything goes haywire.
to resurrect it.
It takes a very, 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 very long time to resurrect a spark.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're in a normal relationship, there to even die. Because at least there's nothing holding the two of you.
There's
If it's in a
nothing there
marriage, you
again.
can, try and reconsider and look at one
Yeah.
or two things. But if it's a normal relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, it dies.
All right.
Be yourself. Be happy. Do things out of the box.
Yeah.
Go out. Plan vacations. Even if it is not an expensive vacation. You can even go and rent a hotel room on a Friday night. Spend Friday night, Saturday night, come back on Sunday.
Yeah.
Come back refreshed. Your body needs to
Refreshed.
see a difference.
Yeah.
It's like, sometimes when you're
If you
stressed
have
at
kids-
home and you come, like,
If you have kids, definitely there's grandma, there's grandpa. Dump them.
that's
Say
auntie.
That favorite auntie is there. So it's about the quality time.
Yeah. Yeah.
The quality time that you spend together. Sex, the environment you find yourself in, how you blend in the environment, how you communicate during that period, the kind of places you go, the things you see. That makes up the quality time. Without communication, your husband can't know some things about you, and neither can you know about your husband. Woman, I always say, feel free and do stuff before your husband.
Feel free.
Feel free.
Including if you want to introduce sex toys in your relationship.
Aish, all the better.
The most amazing thing I find as well, I find it quite sexy, Crampo, say your husband or your partner comes home and he talks about work to you as if you were there, and you are so involved. Literally, if you were to walk in the office, you probably know that Susan sits on the right hand. Said, I find that so sexy, and because it's like his mind, you are in there, you have jumped. And once a woman is in there, it's very hard for another woman to come, and when another one comes and she can get in there, sister, you have lost. Check out. It's
All
okay.
right. I get it.
So as for our church girls, well, you can be all the krife you want though, but krife doesn't keep a man.
Okay.
Bad girl too doesn't keep a man.
Yeah.
Good girl too doesn't keep a man.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of choice for the man if he wants to stay and not go anywhere.
And for the woman to mix it
So
up.
for me, I believe if you are a church girl, feel free. Once you're not married, okay, fine, you can take your time because society, Christianity, the religion is going to frown on those acts. But once you get into the marriage space,
Don't slack.
don't give gaba.
Don't give gaba.
Because
Somebody come and collect your
somebody come and
something.
collect your something. Then this thing, somebody will be doing it on your head.
Hey, it's into your account.
Into your account.
Sister, don't slack.
Church girl, then you make church song your this thing.
Yes,
Practice Monday to
Oh.
Sunday.
Oh.
Adding.
Oh,
No.
Our heart goes out to men.
this is the thing. And in the meanwhile, this church Monday to Sunday, you are getting fat and growing 3 buttocks. And and you are so focused on the pastor. The pastor has how many wives?
Sissy, after all is said and done, can we say that women, due to all the things that we noted here, the fact that it shouldn't be so flat, it should be rough on the edges, 3 sister women, are they being forced to overly impress?
I don't think, maybe social media, if you're overly into the whole social media, because right now, I'm telling you, the butt implants is the all in, everybody seems to have a butt implant these days. Everybody seems to have HD abs. There's a new thing called HD abs. Everybody seems to be, I don't know where these people are getting this money from, because I'm going to work Monday to Friday and still I'm like, you got a butt implant? Really? Where'd you get? Like, every woman is unique. I don't carry what you carry.
Key myself.
You don't
Can't come
carry
and kill yourself.
I can't come and kill
Come and
myself.
say,
Do you know what I mean? You
Just be
work
you.
out, but yes, maybe you cannot probably work out as like me, but you work out. I cannot work out as you, but I'll work out. Do it the healthy way, and make sure that you're also doing it for yourself. we women in general, you know, there's so much around us. We are mothers, we are, you know, wives, we are best friends, we are this, we are that. So sometimes ourselves comes we are the last person we think about. I have grown to kind of start putting myself first. And not almost like in a selfish way a little bit, but it's like up until maybe last year, I didn't travel without my kids. I go everywhere with them. Sometimes you meet me and I'm with them. So it's only like maybe recently now that maybe I'm just also, you know, coming out, being me, you know, not feeling guilty, because a lot of women, we feel very guilty as well. You know, oh, I'm not the best wife. Oh, I'm not this. And, you know, we have a lot of stresses on our heads that we are trying to, you know, maneuver through. But it all starts with, and I tell you ladies, it took me 40 years to find this, well, 30 or whatever years to find this out. It's about you. It starts with you. It's your self-confidence. Once you get your confidence, everything is good. And men find that so attractive. It's ridiculous how many younger guys come up to me.
Tell them.
You know,
Yeah, naturally they would.
Yeah,
Naturally
do you understand?
they would.
It's like they love that confidence, a woman, you know, and well taken care of. You smell good, you look good, you know, you're well maintained, your nails are good. It's not now before you're coming to stand there and somebody's doing, you know, everything is all intact, and they just love that confidence. And really, I say to women that finally find themselves, because we get maneuvered so much. Our parents, our mother will say, be like this, be like this. Then when you get to your 20s, you meet girls in university that will be like, be like this, be like this. Then you get to 30s, you meet girls at work that be like this, be like this. By the time you find yourself, you're going to be like, hey, boo. Finally, happy, confident, being yourself is the best thing you could ever do for yourself and your marriage.
That's it. So I know time really runs faster when you're having fun. Today's conversation has been exceptional. We've learned so many things, and I know you watching, you picked a thing or two. But for my take home, as Sissy said, as a woman, you need to be confident, find yourself. That doesn't mean that, of course, men like women who are the bad girls and all that. But then one thing still stands tall. You should be proud of who you are. You should be confident, and then the rest can follow, because if you find yourself, that's all that you need. And then, as Dalali said, men are also on the lookout for women who are sure to spice it up. So you shouldn't be flat just because, lady, you got the band, so then that's it, we are done. Make the man feel happy. He's always in a rush to come back home because of what you offer him. We will be back with another topic on the next edition of Moans and Cuddles. My name is Paulina Deda Opoku, and the people who helped me do today's discussion, Cecilia, she is an actress and a TV presenter, and Dalali, he is a trader. Import and export. He's got all the money, but ladies, he's married, so we'll not talk much about that. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the rest of our programs.